Welcome back to the Say and Tom podcast. I'm Tom with my boy Say. Uh, we're going to go over the Baltimore Ravens Buffalo Bills Week 1 NFL matchup, Sunday Night Football. Two of the potential Super Bowl contenders, likely AFC Championship contenders. We will go over what we think, maybe who we would bet on. Right now, the line is the Baltimore Ravens minus 1.5, favored by 1.5 points. And the money line minus 120. Buffalo Bills money line is even, but plus 1.5 still. Over under at 50.5 points. What do we think? What do we think about Week 1 Bills Ravens? Saison.
Ooh wee, this is how you kick off the NFL season. Yes, sir. Sunday night football. Bills, Ravens, exactly as it should be. That's how you start off a Sunday night. First Sunday night of the season. Best matchup of the week. It's gotta be. It's basically a future potential AFC championship matchup, as you alluded to. One of the two of the best teams in the AFC going at it week one. If you remember, the Baltimore Ravens had to play the Kansas City Chiefs week one last year. So the Ravens can't really catch a break. Back-to-back years, they're facing one of the best teams in football, especially in their own conference. But getting straight to the point and getting straight to the action, I love to see it get a good test early. The Ravens are trying to prove that this year is this year, that this year is their year, just like the Bills are trying to prove that this year is their year. Both of these teams have been so close each and every season, just back to back AFC Championship, divisional round, wild card round, just inches away from the Super Bowl. And we all know who represents the Super Bowl year after year for the past 4 or 5 years. But both of these teams are just inching and are scratching and clawing to get to the promised land. And I think it's going to be between one of these teams this year. One of these teams has to step up and has to knock the king off his throne and take over as the new champion, because the Kansas City Chiefs cannot keep this up forever. Somebody's eventually going to have to dethrone them and knock them off their pedestal. And I'm going to give it between this game right here, between the Ravens and the Bills. One of these two teams is going to do it. But coming down to this game, week one, of course, it's a toss-up game. Both of these two teams are extremely talented. Both of these two teams have MVP level quarterbacks. They both won MVPs in the last 2 years. Great coaches on each side. Defenses are the Bills are a little iffy, but the Ravens defense seems to be on lock. The offenses are on lock. The Ravens are at home. Or excuse me, nope, 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 nope. Excuse me. The Bills are at home. Buffalo Bills are hosting this game. And of course that's going to be home field advantage. The Bills have one of the best home fields of all teams in NFL. They have one of the best environments, one of the hardest environments to go into and win, for sure. Um, I really want to give it to the Bills because of that reason, but something about the way week one went last year for the Ravens, and if you'll remember, they lost the game by Isaiah Likely. He was unable to get that second foot in. Remember, the toe was on the line. The toe was on the back line in the end zone.
Game of
And
inches, brother. Game of inches.
inches, man, inches, literally inches, toe inches, inches of toes away from winning that game and knocking off the defending Super Bowl champions at the time. So I don't think the Ravens are going to want to repeat that 2 years in a row. I think they want to start off the season strong, even though it's against another really good team. This time they want to win. This time they want to start their season off 1-0, and they want to keep that momentum going. Give me the Ravens on the road. Give me the Baltimore Ravens on the road. They show up. Maybe the Bills have a little early. They have a little early rust. They got to get things going. The Ravens always stay ready. They're always the best preseason team year after year, and then they end up being one of the best regular season teams year after year. So no problem at all. They're going to be ready to go. Give me the Ravens on the road. They'll come in and pull off the upset, if you want to call it that. But what you think about that, Tom?
Yeah, I don't know if I'd call it an upset, but I mean, off rip, I'd say give me the Bills. Usually, I think the Bills are always ready to start the season. They got the hard knocks going. They're feeling good. Both teams kind of sour taste in their mouth after last season ending. Both teams feel like they're primed and ready for a Super Bowl, which they are. Both have their franchise quarterbacks. Both have a good core, group around them. Josh Allen always makes the people around him better, which is why he's so good. Uh, and I mean, Lamar Jackson, other than the receivers, which usually, I mean, he's got Mark Andrews, Derrick Henry, Patrick Ricard. And then he's got some speedsters on the outside, which I mean, that's all Lamar really needs. So I think both teams are set good. We'll see how the Bills defense plays, but I think the Bills offense is going to be, almost Bengals offense esque last year, just absolutely putting up insane numbers. Regardless of who they have at receiver, they got a good tight end, Dalton Kincaid. He's been a good little staple for him the last couple of years. Good young receivers, Keon Coleman and what's Shakir? I forget his name, but
Khalil Shakir.
yeah, Khalil Shakir. Yeah. So I mean, I think the Bills will be just fine, but I like the Bills week one. I think they're going to come out, start the season hot, but it's not really about how you start; it's about how you finish. So we shall see. But I got the Bills. Uh, I got the Bills money line. So that's all I got for you.
And just to piggyback off you, I like that point you made real quick because I think, like you said, this game in the grand scheme of things is not very important, even though it's a big matchup between two, championship contenders, and it's a good way to start off week one. It's only week one. The NFL season is long. It's 18 weeks long. There's going to be 16 more games they're going to play after this one. This game is, in the grand scheme of things, it's not going to affect them. It's not even a divisional game. So, it's not going to hold them back from making the playoffs or anything like that as long as they, have a good season, but for either team. But I just think that, this is going to be a good test to see where they're at. How good are we right now? What do we need to work on so that we can get to the promised land later on in the season? But I just don't think this game is going to have too much effect on either of these teams. It's going to be a long road ahead for both of them. They both have a lot of games on their schedule ahead of them. So no, not a lot of pressure. I don't think there'll be a lot of pressure. So whatever you might see that, this is a big game. They're hyping it up before the game. I don't think there's a lot of pressure in this game. I think it could be a low pressure game for both teams. It's just a way for them to prove themselves, see where they're at in the season, and get a good start on their momentum and all that. But what else did I want to say? Oh, the line. I'm interested in the line. You said the line was only 1.5. That's a crazy line right there, man. So obviously Vegas thinks this game is a toss up. It could go
Yeah.
either way. I think it'll be a close game. I'm thinking it could be a shootout. I'm thinking there could be a lot of points in this game. And
Over under 50 and a half.
I could see that. I could see that. I could see that. It's week one, so maybe the offenses are a little slow. But this is professional football. These guys are ready to go year after year. This is their job. They're paid to do it. They stay ready. So I wouldn't be surprised if Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson pull up gunslinging, man, and just start slinging that rock across the yard, and we end up having 30, 40 burgers. I wouldn't be surprised. So I think it'll be a really fun game. And Sunday Night Football is just perfect. I can't wait. Can't wait.
I mean, yeah, 50 and a half. That's only that's what 20. That's 28. Help me out with the math. 28, 24. 28, 24 covers.
Something like that. I don't know. I'm not good with the betting math. You lose
No,
me with the
no, it is. It's just over. Do you think the teams combined are going to score 51 points?
combined. Okay. So you're saying like 25 each? Okay, I get you. I get you.
It could be
Uh,
it could be 35-20. Could be.
yeah, that's a good line. They definitely know what they're doing because I could definitely see like a 24 to 21. That's 45. That's under,
Yeah.
or I get like a 33 to 27. And that's
Mm,
over.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean, I guess I'm taking the over. Fuck it, but that's wishful thinking.
wishful thinking indeed. But that's all I got to say about that.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Week one, always a toss up. And again, not the end of the world for either team. So, alrighty,
Can't
can't wait indeed.